Welcome to Off the Hook Crochet with Julie. Today we're going to learn the V-stitch. The V-stitch is quite a versatile stitch. It's good for multicoloured work. It's good for blankets, pram blankets for new babies. It's good for throws. You can do scarves. It's a really versatile stitch, and it also lends itself well to changes in colour. I've done a little swatch here, and I'm not sure if you can see that, but there is some cream on the blue there, and it looks lovely when you change colours. Once you master the stitch, the possibilities are numerous as to what you can do with it, and it's a really great one for doing while you're sitting in front of the telly with Netflix or your favourite movie or whatever it is that you choose to watch, your sport or whatever. Okay, so let's get on with it. This is what it will look like when we're finished, but let's get on with it so you can do your own. Okay, here we go. So, first of all, we need to do our foundation chain. A foundation chain for a V-stitch is a multiple of 3 and then plus 1. So I'm going to, for the purposes of this exercise, we're going to chain 16. So 5 times 3 is 15, plus 1 is 16. So it's yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's our foundation chain, 16 stitches. And that's what we're going to do our work with today. Alright, now a lot of people find that when they do their work, they do their foundation chain and then they move on to the pattern, and they find that their foundation chain is a bit tighter than the rest of their work. Now if you find that happens to you, do your foundation chain in a hook a half a size to a size bigger than the rest of the pattern, and in that way you won't have a foundation row that bunches up. Alright, so that's just a little tip. Then that's what I do if I'm working a pattern that I'm a bit afraid I might crochet a bit more tightly than I do my foundation chain. I use a hook that's a bit bigger for my foundation chain. Alright, but on with the V-stitch. First of all, to start off with, we work in trebles and chains in this stitch. So the first thing is that we want to do a treble into the 4th stitch from the hook. Okay, so we need to count 4 stitches from the hook, or 4 foundation chains from the hook. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want to put our treble into that stitch there. So we yarn over and we put our hook through the 4th chain along. So it's yarn over again and pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's a treble. And then we chain 1, and then we do another treble back into the same space. So it's yarn over, put your hook back through the same space as you just did that other treble in, yarn over, pull through. Pull through 2, pull through 2. And that's our first V. Now, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it will become a bit clearer as we get a few more along the way. Okay, so now we need to do our next V. So it's yarn over, and then we skip 2 chains. So we skip 1, 1, 2, and we go into the 3rd one. And we yarn over and pull through, and we complete the treble. Like that. And then it's 1 chain, and then it's 1 treble back into the same place as our previous one. So then complete the treble. So that's our second V. So they're becoming a bit more obvious now. Okay, so another one. So it's yarn over, skip the next 2 chains, 1, 2, and then you put your hook through the 3rd one and complete the treble. pull through 2 and pull through 2. Then it's 1 chain, and then you do another treble back into that same chain stitch from the foundation chain. So it's yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that's our third V, just there. Alright, and again, so 1 chain, 2 chain, and we go into the third foundation chain for our next V. So it's yarn over, pull through, complete your treble, and then it's chain 1. Yarn over and back into the same foundation chain as you did that first treble in, and complete another treble. Just like that. And now you've got 4 V's in your row. Okay, now we have got 3 of our foundation chain left. You see that? 1, 2, 3. So now we do 1 single treble into that final chain of our foundation chain. Alright, you pop that on the hook. Sometimes you have to wiggle it. There we go. And yarn over, pull through, and complete the treble. So that's our last stitch of our first row of V's. Alright, so you can see them quite well there. Alright, now we need to do our second row. Now this is, the next row is how all the rows will work. Okay, every row is the same. Okay, so to go to, we chain 3. And then we turn our work. Now we're going to do a treble stitch into the middle of the first V. So you can see the hole, put your hook through the hole and put yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's our first treble. Then we chain 1. And then we do another treble back into the same hole. So pop your hook through, yarn over, pull through, and complete your treble. Lovely. So what you can see there is we've got 1 V on top of the V below it. So the first V of our second row is on top of the last V of our first row. Alright. Then we do another treble. Yarn over into the middle of, under the chain space of our second V. It's yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Chain 1, yarn over, back through the middle of the same V as our previous stitch. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that's our second V, and you can see that that's on top of the V below it. Alright, now the only thing to be aware of here is to go in the chain space between the 2 trebles of the previous row. Concentrate hard to make sure you do that, because if you go into this space here, which is the space between the 2 trebles with no chain, it won't work. Okay, so let's do that again. So it's yarn over, and we're going to go in to the space between the 2 trebles, the chain space. Not this one, but this one with the chain space. And then you yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 1, and then you do another treble into the same space. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you can see The way you know that you've done it right is when you look at it, you've got your V's on top of your V's. Just like that. Alright, so now we're nearly at the end. We've got one more V to go. So it's yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, pull through 2, and through another 2 to complete your treble, chain 1, and then another treble into that same space. And that's our final V for that row. And you can see once again that we've got 2 V's on top of each other just here. Okay, now we have to finish this row with a treble, and that treble goes into the top of your 3 turning chain from the row below. So you yarn over, and it's going into the top of the treble. So you yarn over, go through the top of that, and then pull through 2. It's just the same, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's a treble. Alright, and that was the turning chain. Sorry, we had 4 at the beginning, from the beginning of the row before. Alright, so there we go. So now we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn our work, and we start again. So then we go into the middle under the chain 1 space of the first V and do another V. Chain 1, another treble. And you do that all the way along, just like we've been doing, until you get to the end. Okay, so now we're up to our last stitch of this row, or our last V I should say, and I'll just show you what to do with that. It's pretty much the same as we've been doing all along, but it's just to reinforce them. So we do 1 treble into the chain space of the V in the row below. So that's 1 treble, chain 1, and then do another treble into that same chain space. Like that. And then to finish the row off, we do a treble into the top of into the 3rd chain, I should say, or the top chain of our turning chain from the row below. So there's 1, 2, 3. That's our 3rd chain there. Push both stitches onto the hook, and then we treble. So pull it through, pull through 2, pull through 2. And that finishes that row off, and that's keeping our edges nice and straight. And you can see that there's a nice little V pattern happening in there. Okay, so now we'll just chop off our yarn and slip stitch through our end so that it's nice and safe, won't come undone. And that is how we do the V-stitch. Don't forget to like my video and to subscribe if you want to see any further videos. Thank you so much for watching Off the Hook Crochet with Julie. We'll see you next time. Bye.